Just play.
A bit of bruising and a few broken ribs won't stop me from getting my report to Shornhelm. I've got to let my superiors in House Tamrith know what happened at Crestshade. Crestshade's a small mountain town. Captain Genevieve heard some alarming rumors and sent us to investigate. Turns out a mad Argonian came out of Doomcrag and unleashed a blood curse on the town. We sent refugees from the town south to meet Captain Genevieve at Camp Tamrith. But the mayor of Crestshade refused to leave. Said she had to save her people. She begged us to warn Shornhelm. If she's still alive, she could use some help. I'll feel better knowing I didn't leave the mayor of Crestshade completely on her own. Remember, head into town and look for the mayor's house. I think Crestshade is doomed. Some of the refugees kept going on and on about a flesh-eating abomination. I'm not easily frightened. But whatever is loose in Crestshade, it made my skin crawl.
I can still hear my heart beating. Am I alive? What should I do?
Where is everyone? I can hear wails and screams, but I can't see anyone. I need to get out of here.
What was that? Something touched me.
Be gone, accursed thing! Oh, you're not a blood fiend. Please, whoever you are, help us. Help the spirits of Crestshade. They tore our spirits from our living flesh. Rizal Jul unleashed a blood curse upon the town, turned some townsfolk into ravenous blood fiends. But that wasn't enough for him. He used magic and our living flesh to create an abomination. You must slay this abomination. As long as it lives, our spirits are trapped in this town. They keep the creature in the chapel crypt. I think they're feeding it, making it stronger. Soon, I fear, they will set it loose upon all of Rivenspire. Find the spirits of Tharlas and John. We can use our connection to the creature to lure it from the chapel crypt so you can kill it. We'll also need personal items to focus our energy through. My badge of office should work nicely. It should be in the tower where I worked. We made our stand in that tower, but we were overrun. I can still hear Riza Jul laughing as they dragged me away. That lizard's laugh haunts me.
I don't know who I really am anymore. Part of me is still alive in agony. Part of that, abomination. If Rizal Jul were in front of me right now, I swear my hate alone would tear that lizard to shreds. Of course, she's smart, our mayor. She knows we can focus our energy through personal items. Look for my staff at the small bridge nearby. We mounted a defense there, bought the mayor's husband the time he needed to get the refugees away. Receiving that staff was the greatest moment of my life. I'm a Red Guard. Magic doesn't come easily to my people, but I was drawn to it. I left Alakir and studied for years to earn that staff. I can focus all that I am and all that I was through it.
So cold. I can't imagine a worse fate than to be trapped here. Waiting, watching. Feeling. That's the worst. I can feel my flesh. It craves destruction. It craves blood. The mayor is a good woman. Her spirit is strong. She has a good idea to use our spirits to draw out the creature. Our flesh remains alive while the abomination lives. Through this connection, we can call it to us. What's most important to an old scholar like me? My mind, I suppose. The blood fiends tore my body apart after using some of my flesh to create their abomination. My skull was tossed aside. It's got to be somewhere in the graveyard. Oh, that one is definitely mine. I can feel it. We will pour every iota of our strength into those items. Take them to the crypts beneath the ruined chapel.
Together, my friends. Focus your energy.
It's working. I can feel that thing. It's coming. Get ready. Praise the Eight in all their glory. You did it! I felt every blow as if you were hitting me, but the creature's death has put an end to the pain. Praise the Eight that our tormented flesh has been put to rest. Yes, I do believe we can pass on. Yet I must ask you to perform one more favor, if you would. These items still radiate with power from this odd ritual. Would you bury them for us? Then our spirits can truly be free. I am most grateful for this kindness. Take the items to the far end of the graveyard. There you should be able to find a suitable space to bury our effects in hallowed ground. We did well, stranger. I am thankful that the threat posed by that creature ended here.
I think we're done here. I'm eager to see what waits beyond this mortal life. Farewell. Your kindness will be remembered.
We saved some of the townsfolk and the abomination was destroyed. I am at peace with what we were able to accomplish here. Thank you.
I grieve for those we lost, but I'm happy we were able to foil Rizal Jul's plan. I feel a measure of peace. I did as much as I could to help my town and the people of Rivenspire. Rizal Jul was empowering that abomination, making it stronger. We would not have been able to stop it without your help. I am grateful. We were in pain. Your kindness saved us from a tormented existence. I sent my husband to Camp Tamrith. If you happen to meet him, tell him what happened here. Tell him not to return. Let Crest Shade be forgotten.
Shornhelm may be secure, but reports from other parts of the kingdom suggest Montclair is stirring up trouble everywhere. Countess Tamrith and Baron Dorell will each take a detachment of the Shornhelm Guard and go. As you might have guessed, I'm thinking you are best suited for tracking down Rizal Jul and making sure he doesn't go opening any more portals into Shornhelm. Did Verandis perhaps mention any suspicions of where this rat may have scurried off to? Then I suggest you join him. Knowing Verandis, he's returned to Ravenwatch Castle to study whatever evidence he may have found. You'll find it west of the city near the town of Crestshade. I'm counting on the two of you to stop Rizal Jul, and soon. I should warn you, Ravenwatch Castle is as strange as the man who owns it. His family is very old and they have strange traditions. Don't worry, though. I have no doubt about the fact that he's on our side. You may rely on anything he says.
Gwendis, my child, slow down. You eat too fast. You don't want to harm poor Carlin.
We need to feed to get stronger. When Montclair shows up, I want to be ready.
That is not our way, child, and you know it. Stop feasting, now.
Fine, whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, Count Verandis. You know I only want to help.
Of course, my child. Now, let's clear away our meal and welcome our friend. Colin, as always, I thank you for sharing your life's blood with us.
I live to please, my lord.
I apologize if the scene before you makes you uncomfortable. I did not expect you to arrive during our mealtime. As for why I kept my true nature hidden, well, let's just say that Emmerich insisted. And one does not... Well, I've been called far worse. But I prefer to think of myself and my companions as gifted. We are not ashamed of our condition. We are not monsters. Now, this is the part where you gasp and ask calmly, how can I trust you? The High King is a wise man, which is why I supported him and not the Mad King Ronsa. We all have the ability to make our own decisions. Long ago, I decided to live in peace with the mortal world, not feast upon it. You were able to drive off Rizal Jul and take back Shornhelm. Those were no small feats, I assure you. but Emmerich needs our help to restore Rivenspire's tranquility. You need to understand. There is more to Montclair than simple ambition. Walk with me and I will explain. There is much I need to show you, and time grows short. Adusha, please make sure Gwendis behaves herself. Poor Carlin needs time to recover.
The little one gets no dessert this evening. Adusa will make sure.
To understand the path that Montclair follows, you must understand how he came to walk upon it. I believe the key to stopping him hides within my own memories. Memories are elusive shadows, hiding truth behind our own perceptions. But what if someone else could examine them? What would they see that we do not? I'd like to try something if you're willing. This potion will allow you to dreamwalk through my memories. And perhaps your eyes will see what I have missed. I would never bring an outsider into my memories if I didn't believe it was imperative. The memories we will revisit, they are painful for me. It is with a heavy heart that I ask you to embark upon this journey with me. Ask your questions then. I will answer what I can. Nothing that will harm you, rest assured. The mixture contains various herbs, dusk nectar, and a few drops of my blood. But don't worry, it takes more than a little blood to turn someone into a vampire. I must say, it's rather strange seeing you as me.
Mother, please. You have to take the medicine. Rizal Jewel can help you.
Sweet daughter. I can't go on like this. I don't want to spend my final days as an experiment. Instead, let me spend them with the ones I love.
Even in retrospect, reliving this is difficult. Her pain, her suffering. She had so much courage.
There has to be something more we can do. Ferrandis, can I talk to you for a moment? Layla doesn't have much time. I know it. She knows it. She's trying to be so strong, but... I swore I would never ask this of you. It goes against everything I believe in. But damn it, she's my wife. I don't want to lose her. I know. You swore an oath. No one should ever have to endure the things you've gone through because of what you are. But you're alive. That's more than my wife will be if you don't help her. You can't make that decision for her. Neither can I. But you can give her a chance. I know you care about her. You can't just stand there and watch her die. Thank you. I know she'll make the right decision. She may no longer be the woman I know, but at least she'll be alive. She'll be with me. I can still love her.
Mirandus, you must tell me. Why did this happen to Mother? Of all the people of Shornhelm, why her? Please, tell me there's a way to save her. I know you will. You've always been so gracious. A man who would do anything for those he cared about.
My dear friend, Verandis. I'm glad you're here. You've always been so good to our family. I never really thanked you for that. Verandis. After I'm gone, you need to continue to watch over my family. Wylan will need your strong, steadying presence more than ever. No, my friend. Your gift isn't the solution. Not for me. I refuse to accept an existence that forces me to watch as my children, my husband, everyone I know, ages before my eyes.
Something's wrong. I have vague recollections of talking to someone else, but why can't I remember? You need to look around. See what we missed.
This is hopeless. Baron Montclair forces me to mix concoctions that I know won't do any good. If he'd just listened to me, I could show him exactly how to heal his wife and end her suffering. I'm talking about knowledge and ancient magic. I'm talking about the forgotten arts of the Aliens themselves. Would you deny Our Lady any chance for a cure, no matter what the source? I happen to possess an alien relic, or at least a shard from one. But the Baron won't listen to me, especially since Our Lady started refusing my help. If I give you this stone, will you present it to the Baron? I knew I could count on you, Veranda's Ravenwatch.
Without your help, my friend, I would have never recalled that Rizal Jewel led us to the alien relic. What else have I forgotten, I wonder?
3 cheers for Verandis! He gave me the means to save my beautiful wife.
Yes, to our dear friend Verandis. How can we ever repay him?
He is great, isn't he? And so handsome. But I want to cheer about this wine. By the divines, this stuff is delicious.
We were so happy at this moment. We were all together, friends and family, enjoying each other's company. For the final time.
Verandis, may I speak to you for a moment? Alone?
I don't recall speaking with Layla. Why can't I remember that? Rizal Jewel knew about the alien relic the entire time. He convinced me to give it to Willian. Why didn't I remember that? And this memory. I recall our celebration, the toasts, but this moment, talking to Layla. I don't remember that happening. As I now recall, Rizal Jewel gave me a shard, a piece of an alien relic. I presented it to Montclair, and he, in turn, used it to heal his wife. In less than a day, Layla was recovering and on her feet again. It was nothing short of miraculous. Not exactly. It helped, but I can't remember why. We were here, celebrating Layla's improved condition when... And that's all I can recall. I'm sure the key is hidden in my memories. Please, explore this moment and see what you can learn.
Verandis, my friend! You really must allow your charges to get out and have a little fun every now and then. Poor Gwendis here is having a splendid time, but it's like she's never tasted a fine wine before. Oh, not that again, Verandis. And especially not now. We're having a celebration. Layla is on the mend. She's getting well. I have my wife back. And it's all thanks to that remarkable piece of stone you gave me. What does that matter? If not for you, I would never have attempted to use such magic to heal Layla. Besides, Rizal Jewel will be rewarded for his service. I'll see to that personally. He was always bringing me tinctures and alchemical concoctions. It was one wild plan after another with him. It always is. But because of your quick thinking, we applied the power of the stone. And now, we're celebrating our success. Better? Yes, but she's not fully healed as yet. It's just a matter of time, I'm sure, but she's out of bed. She's even painting again. She hasn't done that in... I can't remember how long. My good Verandis. It wouldn't be a day if you weren't concerned about something. It's your nature. Now stop asking such bleak questions, and just be thankful this relic fell into our hands. It's helped. Better?
Verandis, you mustn't say anything. Please. I'm sure this will... This... just a little dizziness. A little discomfort. It must be all this activity lately. Verandis, I don't think the stone shard is powerful enough. It helps, but it doesn't last. And now... I feel... empty. No, you leave him be. He's happy now. I can't stand to see him worried, sitting beside my bed, helpless, consumed with grief. Not again. The stone shard. It's obviously a part of something larger. Could that be the cure we're looking for? Talk to the Argonian, see what he's found out. We need to find the larger relic, or at least another shard of stone. I hate to ask, but I need you to do this one last favor. For Willian. For me. I knew I could count on you, dear friend. Now, I need to compose myself and return to the party. But I think I'll go to sleep early this evening. I'm sure I just need a little more rest.
Fascinating, isn't it? To think that such a tiny rock could hold so much power. Can you feel it? It's like it's calling to me, like the moon's call to the tides. Imagine what the relic it came from could do. The Baron wasn't listening to me. We needed someone he trusted more, had more faith in. That someone was you, Count Verandis. Now the Baroness is on the mend, and House Montclair has returned to a state of contented bliss. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is only a small piece of a grander relic, isn't it? I've been studying the Iliad manuscripts. There may be more we can do for the poor Baroness. I found the stone among the effects of King Rancer's royal historian, back when I served in Rancer's court. She had quite an intriguing collection, including the Iliad manuscripts that I've been translating. Perhaps you can check my work. The manuscripts are locked away, but I left my notes in your library. A few phrases stood out as I translated. Life, death, crag. I'm sure they mean something. Take a look and see what you think. Perhaps the text can lead us to the greater relic.
I remember now. The translation, we misinterpreted it. We assumed the crag housed a powerful healing artifact, but we were wrong. Not exactly, not yet, but I will figure this out. In the meantime, there is one more memory I want you to explore. We ascended the Doom Crag, and that's where everything changed. A perilous peak that rises from the mountains to the north. It has always been a haunted, desolate place. Look for anything I may have missed, but more, I want you to see what happened to Montclair. I want you to understand why he must be stopped.
We shouldn't have left the guards behind, Willian. Who knows what else we're going to run into?
There was no choice, Mother. You're getting worse, and we can't wait for them.
I'll stay here and protect the way out. Keep watch in case the guards catch up with us. The rest of you need to keep moving.
Thank you, Gwendis. At least you retain a sense of honor.
Willian, you have to stop blaming Verandis. This wasn't his fault.
Spirits? It doesn't matter. Nothing is going to stand in our way.
You're interrupting.
Layla, wait until we clear the way.
Anomalous! Exceptional! Inconceivable!
Come on. Mother doesn't have much time left.
These animated bones. Why do they seek to keep us from the relic? Are they the lingering remains of the aliens who once dwelled here, do you think? Well, they won't stop me. No matter what their reasons are, my cause is greater. I have never been more sure of anything in my life, Verandis. I will sacrifice everything, risk anything to save the woman I love. A shame the same can't be said of all of us. You did what Layla wanted? What about what I wanted? You allowed her to talk you out of it when I expressly asked you to turn her. Well, I'm done asking. We're here because of you, and we're going to do exactly as I say. We're going to save my wife. Sorry won't help us here. We have to find the Ayleid relic. That's all that matters now. Just remember, we're out of options. This is our last chance to save Layla, and I won't let you ruin it, vampire! What a magnificent structure! The relic this monolith houses must be powerful indeed. Hurry, Layla! Trust me. Soon we will be here, and we can put this terrible episode behind us. This is it. The relic is beyond this door. We've done it. We've reached the top of the Doom Crag. Now we can finally learn the secret of the ancient Ayleid relic and save my wife. Your fear colors your perception, Verandis. It is merely the pulse of ancient magicka, the heartbeat of a powerful relic. Our intentions are pure. We seek only to save my beloved's life. Has your courage deserted you, vampire? You discovered the relic's resting place, and I thank you for that. But right now, we have to reach the relic chamber and save my wife. After that, you can do what you want. By the 8! Can you feel the relic's power, Verandis? Enough of your constant mewling, Verandis! Are you a vampire or a scullery maid? This is exactly what we've been looking for. You told me yourself. The Ayleid texts refer to Lotta. We don't know why the Ayleids did a lot of things. They were a strange people. But that won't stop us. Stand back and watch for all I care. But we're going to save my wife. I'll risk my life, my very soul to help my dear Layla. Have no fear, my darling Layla. Soon the light will wash away
It's
your pain.
going to work, Baron. The power of this ancient Ayleid remnant. It's almost overwhelming.
You're going to be all right, Mother. Just hold on.
The remnant will make you like new, my love. You'll be reborn.
Something's happening. I feel the power.
Wylan, something feels wrong.
Verandis, we need you. We need your power. Quickly, touch the relic and help us. Asha Anya Belda Sankre!
What's happening to us?
It's working. It's working. Soon the power will be ours to command.
No. What have you done? This isn't me. I never wanted this. Please, Verandis, help me. Make it stop. I can't stand the pain. End this, Verandis. End this before I...
No! Verandis! What did you do to Layla? What did you do? You'll pay for that, vampire! I have the power now. Nothing can stop me from reaching out and snapping...
Verandis? Montclair, no! Come on, Verandis. We need to get out of here.
Remarkable. What a strange sensation of new recollections and old. I believe that Riz Al Jul somehow removed those moments from my memory. But you were able to restore them. And now you understand what we are facing. Disorientation is understandable. Somehow, when I joined the ritual, I altered the power of the relic. I turned Layla into a monster. I had to kill her. And Montclair and the others. They became vampires, imbued with the power of the relic. I have Gwendis to thank for that. She pulled me out of there before Montclair and the others were fully recovered. Now, Montclair claims he wants to end death and suffering. That he wants to take the throne of Ronsa. And it's all my fault. The Ayleid text referred to an outpost in the hills. I need to find out where that is. It may be that the answer to defeating Montclair can be found in this hidden location. But first things first. There is a more urgent matter for you to deal with. Now you know how this sordid situation began. And you know how I, to my great and everlasting shame, helped Baron Montclair reach the Lightless Remnant. But now to more immediate matters. I know where Riz Al Jul can be found. Not so fast, my enthusiastic friend. My agents have learned that Riz Al Jul struck in the west and is still in the area. Captain Genevieve, Countess Tamrith's younger sister, has established a camp for displaced refugees. She must be warned about this. I had hoped you would make such an offer. Now my instincts tell me that Riz Al Jul allowed the refugees to survive. It's a trap. It has to be. Find the camp and tell the captain what I have learned. Then, help her end this threat once and for all.
Join me for a cup of mead. A toast to those we've lost. My parents to death, and my sister to her crazy dreams. That's my sister's journal. So sweet, but so young and foolish. She was obsessed with the idea that trolls could be socialized. I knew this day would eventually come. I think it's time for another cup of mead. Thanks.
Can I ask your help? My husband and our dog are missing. I can see the red eyes of the undead from here. I'm worried. We're both capable with a blade, but he's no match for the undead. We were at Crestshade. Ignobert and Xandir were trying to get some merchants to safety when a swarm came down the street. We planned to meet up at the tower in the distance, but the undead... there are too many of them. He's there, or he's dead. If you'd be willing to take on the vampires, take my dog whistle. Xandir's been trained to come straight to anyone that blows it. He's a smart dog. Smarter than my husband sometimes. Xandir will find him for you. Find that man of mine, will you? Next time he wanders off with the pup, he's going to have to get Xandir to drag him back.
You look like you can defend yourself. Welcome to Camp Tamrith.
And by the light, we'll be ready for the mad lizard. We were tracking him when we ran into these poor displaced people. We threw together this camp to shelter the refugees from Crestshade and the surrounding countryside. Since my sister decided to visit, I must secure the camp. To this end, I need someone to find Jonah Morose. Jonah claimed he could sense Rizal Jul, made the other refugees nervous. He and his mother fled the camp and disappeared. A good soldier relies on solid information, as well as a brave heart and a worthy weapon. Is there anything else you want to ask me before you head out?
Zandir. Oh, thank the Divines for you, pup. And you as well, stranger. Did he come and find you? Oh, he's such a good boy. My Natalie. Worried about me. I'll make sure to tell her about that when I get back. If you help me up, Zandir can lead me back home. Divine?
Unanticipated. It's you! Good to see you, mate. It's been a while since Shrieking Scar. Sorry I didn't see you coming. I'm busy keeping an eye out for harpies. And those puny Breton brothers. You've already forgotten the Remley brothers, eh? I wish I could. The three of us were hired to drive off the harpies infesting the cliffs. Armel and Balin are supposed to be setting up traps, and I'm here to protect the village while they work. If I had to guess, yes. I just don't know what's taking them so long. They've been out there for hours. Could you help out your old friends? Go look for them? I'd go... Once you find those trap wizards, get them back here on the double. We've got to let the Elder know how we're doing. She's been waiting on our progress report. And between you and me, I think she's getting a little impatient. A job here, a job there, the usual. We're no longer called the Daggers, though. Seems a mysterious someone had a claim to the name and didn't want it tarnished. A threatening note and near-death experience later, we dropped the name. Right, we actually get harpy jobs pretty frequently. Seems we have a bit of a reputation for being competent against harpies, and that's all because of your help. We got paid. That's all that needed to happen. Gelvin's been far more careful about what jobs we accept, though, and Lord Deal's praise of our work is a good reference. My pleasure. I can talk to you and watch for harpies at the same time. We're really proving ourselves here, I think. Proving our worth as sellswords. Or we would be if those two morons weren't ruining everything. Shornhelm. We're always on the lookout for the next job, right? Gelvin decided we had this well in hand.
Hey, you! Come on, help me out of this mess. I've been stuck for hours. By accident, of course. These things are delicate, tricky. One false move and snap, I'm caught. Does it look like I have a choice? Make it quick already. Those harpies... Thanks, I guess. Armel and I were trapping the whole gully. These things are designed to go with our scent lures. But as I said, they're very finicky to set up. Bah, Armel's a moron. His design's clearly faulty. Right. We put down these scent barrels. They draw the harpies in and they get caught in the traps. Simple, or so he said. I've already wasted too much time out here. I need to report in to Bumnog. Hey, would you be willing to help me out? Place the rest of my traps. You'll know where to put them. Armel went ahead of me to place the scent barrels, just like the one here. Put the traps with the barrels, and keep watch for my brother. And be careful. Don't want you ending up like me. Oh, yes, of course. How have you been? We're fine, mostly. We're doing the best we can, anyway. Still in the harpy business, just like the old days. No, not really. I mean, back then, Lord Deal wouldn't have paid us without your, intervention. Looks like you've done well enough for yourself since then, eh? Got a new shirt, did you? Maybe that's why I didn't recognize you right off. Can't you tell? Listen, I've got to get back to Bumnog.
Ow! This bird's trying to kill me! Dinner. Thanks. I'll see you back at the village.
Intellectually stimulating.
Contract we signed with you?
It's Armel's fault. His stupid trap malfunctioned again.
It's not my fault. Those harpies are crafty and bloodthirsty.
Is that why you reek? What is that smell?
The harpies, they're here. The scent lure on these two brought the whole flock down on us. We need to wash this stuff off before the harpies get us. To the pond!
Please, go with them. The villagers and I will hide from the beasts.
Get ready! Here they come! By Mora's many eyes! Could someone...
I'm scrubbing as fast as I can!
Could someone... The fate is sealed!
A most gratifying resolution.
Hey, what do you say we just leave the Remley brothers for the harpies? Bird women need love too.
We're almost done. Just a little longer.
Believe it or not, I think we solved their harpy problem. Nice work. Let's get back to the village and check in with the Elder. Hey, over here. Before you go in, I need to talk to you. The village elder. She's not sure we did any work. And look, I know we messed up a little. And you helped us out, a lot. But we're trying to build a reputation here. And most of our jobs don't go like this. So could you... Whoa. Lie is such a strong word. We set out traps, and the scent lures worked just as they were supposed to. And most of the harpies are... If she doesn't think we met our end of the contract, the elder won't pay us. And she'll probably spread the word that we're idiots. Eventually, we'll starve to death. Is that what you want? For all of us to starve?
You're the only one who isn't a member of this group. Perhaps you will speak truly. The contract specifies they must do the work promptly and effectively. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest. Did they do anything worth paying for? You're not part of their group, as I said. I'm not trying to cheat them. I just want to know if they did what they said they would. Is their effort here today worth our hard-earned gold? I am pleased to hear this. When the Harpies attacked our horses, we were desperate. They're as dear to us as our children. We will gladly call on this group again, should the Harpies return. Your friend has vouched for your good work. Though your methods were unconventional, you greatly thinned the Harpy flock.
All in a day's work. We're glad we could help.
Here's the agreed-upon payment. Stories of your heroic deeds will be told to all those that pass through our camp.
Thank you. Our business is all word of mouth, so that'll be a huge help. And thank you, friend. We won't forget your support either. Get off your arses, boys. Go take down those traps. We don't need them anymore.
Bumnog! We just finished setting them up!
I get to take down the pots. It's your turn to get caught up in those nets.
The brothers and I appreciate your help, my friend. I know this job might have been a little rough, but we're getting better with every contract. You'll see. There aren't many that would have helped us out. I'm grateful. Grateful enough to share some of our payment, as a thank you for all your help.
Stop talking to me, bad boys, go away! Mother, please help me! We'll make you better, Mother. I promise. Quiet. The bad one will taste your words on the air. He's coming closer. Blood fiends accompany him. I saw Rizal Jul in a dream. It was the night Crestshade was attacked. I could feel his presence. Now I always sense him. He watches, he waits, he's coming for us. No. That would be bad. I scared the others. They didn't like me. Besides, I don't want to draw Rizal Jul, Mother. Mother's fine. I'm fine too. We're all fine here, fine. No.
We didn't even have a moment's warning. By RK, the vampires. When the vampires attacked, Genevieve and Darien charged right into the thick of the battle. I lost sight of them since I stayed to defend the camp, but I could hear Genevieve calling out orders. Perhaps some of the guards saw what happened after that. Here, take these healing poultices. You might as well help me tend to the soldiers while you're talking to them. I'd appreciate it, and so will they. After that, find my sister. She has a tendency to get into trouble when I'm not right beside her.
Did Countess Tamrith give you a poultice for me? I could use a little something to dull this pain. Thank you. This will help my wounded arm. The vampires, they attacked without warning. We lost a lot of good people today. No, I'm sorry. Everything was happening so fast. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of crying, and a lot of confusion.
These poor bastards. They're just trying to find someplace safe. Ah, a healer's poultice. Good. I prefer a bandage over a potion. I always found healing potions to taste rather like... No, not a hair of her. I didn't even see her during the attack. I was back near the river, cutting down blood feeds as fast as I could. Sorry.
Give me a few moments to catch my breath, and I'll be back on my feet in no time. Thank you. For a noble, the Countess sure knows how to make a proper poultice. I took a few hits, but I'm luckier than most, I suppose. I just hope none of my friends come back as blood fiends. She ran off after what looked like a dark cloud. I saw her running west, toward the river. Pretty sure it was that mad Argonian she was after.
Take a portal?
Yeah. I'm with you, cohort.
Man is mortal and doomed to death, failure, and loss. The plan is in place. You are but an inconvenience.
It's merely a flesh wound. Think nothing of it. I'm worried about Captain Genevieve, though. She caught sight of Rizzlejewel and rushed after him. I, of course, followed. His vampires surrounded us, and while I was fighting them off, the good captain was dragged away. I can barely stand. I'd just slow you down. I'll send reinforcements your way. I can't believe a blasted vampire actually got a decent cut in on me. But I was pretty busy trying to protect Genevieve.
Mother is hungry, but it makes me a little sick to watch her eat. Are you looking for the captain? Rizal Jewel likes to take parts from different bodies and make entirely new creatures. That's probably what he'll do to the captain. Or turn her into a blood fiend. The cave is full of vampires. Maybe you should... I tried to help the captain, but they just pushed me away. Rizal Jewel just laughed. He laughed at Mother, too. I hate hearing his voice. I hate when he... Mother is... I tried to help the captain.
Feed my children. Feast on bones.
If you hurt my sister, I'll kill you myself! Where's my sister? Where is she? Thank the light! Genevieve, my sister! You're alive! Wait, what happened to... No! No! Not you, Genevieve! Not you!
What? Where am I? Sister? What has he done to me? What have I done?
Genevieve! Oh, Genevieve! We'll figure this out. Just stay calm. Please. I need your assistance. Genevieve, my sister. Rizal Jewel afflicted her with his blood curse. She's becoming a vampire. Vampires are evil. I wish there was another way. But I must be strong. Vampires are unholy, evil. I can't let my sister become one of these monsters. She has to die. It will be a mercy. Please, talk to Genevieve. Try to comfort her while I pray over my decision.
I can see it in your eyes. I'm turning, becoming one of those things. No, I refuse to give in to despair! I heard what my sister said. She thinks I'm evil, unholy. But it's still me. I'm still the shield of House Tamrith. I'm still her little sister. We've seen it before. Not every vampire is a monster. I can control this. I want to live. Thank you, my friend. You are wise and merciful. I will prove to my sister that I am still the woman she knows and loves. I will never succumb to this affliction.
This decision will come back to haunt us. Mark my words. Let's just get out of this vile cave and let the light guide our path. Pray that your decision to save my sister wasn't a mistake. I shall look... Yes, our work here is done. Now, we must turn our attention to the traitorous Baron Montclair. But before we go, know that I am grateful you saved my sister. I just hope that your mercy doesn't turn out to be a terrible mistake.
Ready to move on, hero? Veranda sent word to me. I know where we need to go next. There's an old ruin in the Lorkrata Hills, northeast of Shornhelm. Veranda said his research led him there and he needs your help. They won't be needed at the Lorkrata ruins. That's for you and Veranda's to deal with. I'll bring her ladyship up to speed about what's going on in North Point. You can meet us...
I don't guess you've seen my friend Garth around, have you? middling height, anxious-looking fellow with a bit of a beer gut? Well, let's say it's possible that, someone might have dared him to go... Someone was probably... No, definitely drunk. Look, I didn't think he was really gonna do it. I must have passed... The spider cave is near camp.
Apocrypha take you! We have an accord.
Don't eat me! You're not a spider. I am saved. Oh, thank you.
Coin, plunder, commerce.
Oh, divines. It was terrible. The Spider Queen was huge. She had 16 legs. Or was I seeing double? Thank you for saving me. I think so. All in one piece, anyway. If it weren't for you, I'd be spider meat. I am never drinking another drop.
Traverse that impediment.
And that's done. What's next?
Good to see you again, friend. Believe it or not, your presence actually makes us feel better. And I know that I feel safer with you around. I hate to ask, but I have another task that could... The Countess sent a priest to sanctify the dead. Those of us particularly devoted to the light fear rising as undead creatures. Talk to Marnus Barclay. He'll tell you what needs to be done. You should be able to find Marnus Barclay toward the front of the camp. That's where I saw him last.
Blessed Arche, take these poor souls under your care. May your brilliant light cleanse their immortal soul. Indeed, I could. Sanctifying, then burning bodies is a complicated process. If you could burn the take this torch. Use it on the... Of course, my friend. Knowledge is light. Arche, bless this soul, and sanctify this broken vessel. May the light keep you in its warm and soothing embrace. May the light cleanse this vessel, and let it rest in peace. By the light's holy radiance, let the
dead state.
That was considerably faster than I expected. Thanks. Not quite. If my count is accurate, there should be 1 or 2 more bodies that we need to find and sanctify. Let's check some of the nearby overlooks. I believe the survivors told me that a few battles took place in those areas. This one smells terrible. May the light bless you anyway. The light protect us!
What happened? I heard a commotion and was about to send a few of the guard to invest. As long as the 2 of you weren't injured, that would have been tragic. Well, we'll all sleep a little better knowing that the dead have been laid to rest.
Glad to see you. What are you doing in Rivenspire? No, never mind that. I need your help. It's Colleen. She's missing. She was supposed to meet me back here hours ago and, well, it's been too long. I think something's happened to her. No. I know something's happened. We're tracking a spy, Naruk. He worked for King Faharjad until he turned on the Covenant. Now he's inciting war. Colleen left to meet Sigil, a contact with info on Naruk. They were to meet outside town off the road. She hasn't come back. I feel so much better having you here. I'll stay here in case she comes back. You be careful out there. I feel so much better. Knowing my brothers are safe back in Daggerfall is an amazing feeling. I mean, the Spearhead crew is my family, but my brothers are blood. I don't know what I'd do if I lost them. I can't ever thank you for your part in saving them, but I'll try.
House Montclair's hold on Shornhelm has been broken, but our job isn't done yet. Montclair loyalists still operate out of Shornhelm, yes? Whatever they are planning, we must know. They use couriers to pass messages, and that is how we shall find their informer. Adusa would sniff him out, but for you, something more subtle. Start at the west gate, find the courier named Guitot. Follow him. Watch him. He will try to pass a message. Watch and see who comes to find it.
Please, don't walk away.
Adusa was just thinking of you. Did the courier reveal anything important? A coin? How clever. Who would suspect a simple coin thrown into a fountain for good luck? And see this? There's a message on the coin. No clue. It's in some sort of code. Adusa can't make head or tails of it. This one made a joke, yes? This date. Could it be the key to the code? Here, take this copy of the message. Adusa has her own inquiries to make. You must decipher this code. Seek out my friend, Sahil. He should be able to help. He's usually on the second floor of the Dead Wolf Inn. He loves to watch the fire burn in the hearth.
Hey there, friend. You're blocking my view of the fire, and the heat too. Mind shifting a bit? Oh, really? She told you I could do that. She's right, of course. I'm really very smart. I just need the right incentive. Simply giving away my brilliance would make me feel foolish, and I don't like that feeling. That ought to cover it. Let's see. It's a simple replacement code. Count back 5 letters and... Your spy's initials are EC. There's a dust sweep in town. Edward Keld. He often acts as a go-between for unsavory types. I'm not sure, but he lives somewhere near the South Gate. Check with Vignac, the Unkempt. If anyone knows what goes on around the South Gate, it's that wily beggar.
I need another drink like I need a head in the hole.
Please, don't walk away. Don't ignore me. I really need your help. This blasted war has been devastating to us common folk. Can you spare a few pieces of gold for a poor beggar? Ah, a trade, of course. Give me some gold and I'll tell you what I know. A pleasure doing business with you. He's a dust sweep. At least that's what he claims to be. I haven't seen him lift a broom or a brush in an elf's age. He has a house across the way which he shares with his wife.
If you're looking for money, sure won't find any here. What do you think you're doing? First you enter uninvited, then you start rifling through my cabinets? What is this, some kind of sick joke? Wait, I've never seen that book. What is it? He what? No. My husband has some silly ideas, but he's not... He wouldn't. He didn't do this out of malice. He just wanted to support us. He hates that I have to work so hard. He's a good man, but they'll kill him for this. Keep the code book, just don't implicate my husband. You have what you need, right? Just keep Edward out of it. You get what you need, and my husband remains a free man. Oh, bless you. Don't you worry. I'll keep the fool in line from now on.
Have you discovered the identity of the informer? That's a strange way to put it, but Adusa will not pry. I'm disappointed we can't interrogate the informer, but the threat has been taken care of. Thank you. You have been extremely helpful, Five Claw. We unraveled the threads of this plot with skill and daring, like unrolling a spool of yarn. Yarn. Sorry, this one gets easily distracted sometimes. What were we talking about? Oh, yes, yes. This proves Montclair's allies are still plotting and scheming. While you were tracking the spy, Adusa did some tracking of her own. Arcorian Two-Blades, a ruthless killer, is now on the Montclair payroll.
Kill the killer. Adusa would rather do the work herself, but this codebook demands immediate attention. Find the assassin where he waits, west of town. When the deed is done, find me at Ravenwatch Manor. Bright moons guide you.
That's Two-Blades. He has been a scourge on Rivenspire for years. But working for Montclair, that is the straw that broke the Ponyquar's back. Give Adusa the good news. Tell this one that Arcorian Two-Blades is just a bitter memory. Best news this one has heard all day. Rivenspire will sleep easier without that monster lurking in the shadows. Maybe we should change his name to No-Blades, yes? Get it? Anyway, thanks for your help. It's good to see Verandis was right about you. You make Rivenspire a safer place with every task you complete. You had a taste with Two-Blades. Ready for something with a little more meat on its bones? Adusa has been studying this codebook, gathering information, learning what she can. It seems Montclair's forces are resolved. They hired Two-Blades to eliminate a list of targets. We need that list. Do you actually listen to what Adusa says? Yes! Get the list. This one learned that Rasaba the Keen carries the list. Kill Rasaba, or do not, Five Claw. As you choose. We only need the list. To find Rasaba and the list, head due south from the manor. Follow the river, and you should see them camped between Silverhoof Vale and Camp Temrith.
Let it sit with you. Novel erudition always makes me heady.
My friend, your return, it is well-timed. For some reason, Montclair's forces have attacked the castle. This one can't imagine why they would do such a thing. Oh, yes. Adusa is fine. Nothing to worry about. Let's take a look at that list. Of course. Verandis, Adusa, and Quindis. We're at the top of the list. That would certainly explain why they attacked the castle, yes? We are the targets? Well, that only proves we are doing something right. If no one wants to kill you, you are not trying hard enough, this one always says. All? All is a very big number, Five Claw. This one smells more of them. All around, in the shadows. We'll meet them here, in the open. No, too open. Into the castle. Less directions to defend against. Quickly, Five Claw. Follow Adusa. Ready yourself, Five Claw. Here they come. Medusa's claws are sharp indeed. Meet this one outside, my friend. Let's make sure we eliminated all of the assassins. How dare the fools invade Ravenwatch Castle? Did they really think they could prevail against us? Now, we fight back. These villains, they think they can strike at us where we live? They are fools, and less than fools. We will take the fight to them. Thanks to the information you have gathered, we know where the worm behind this hides. These assassins. They thought they were hunting us. Now Adusa turns the tables. Now we hunt them. Arcorian Two-Blades, Rasaba the Keen. They were hired by Montclair's nephew, a diseased worm named Robert. He seeks to turn Montclair's remaining forces into an army, bolstered by hired blades. Thanks to the codebook you found, yes. Robert is hiding inside the old Montclair Manor in Shornhelm's upper city. We'll meet in front of the manor house. Then, we finish this, one way or another. Meet Adusa at Montclair Manor, 5 Claws. It's in Shornhelm's upper city. This one must clean up here first, or Verandis will become very cross. He hates it when we play with our food. Montclair's nephew is close. Adusa can smell Robert from here. Adusa is very, very ready. Besides, the odds of actually dying, well, you know how it is with vampires. We're pretty hard to kill. Come, let us put an end to this. My claws and daggers are ready. This one will fight like a whirlwind of fury. You are a worm, and you will die like a worm. You worm!
You've meddled in my father's business long enough.
Adusa is so happy she could just purr. The fighting, the blood, the excitement. Adusa hasn't had so much fun in an elf's age. And yes, we ended another threat to Rivenspire. That too. All in all, Adusa had a fine, fine day. This threat, yes, but don't worry. Another will appear before you know it. You have been a friend to Adusa, and to Rivenspire. Stay fragrant, 5 Claw. This one is sure we will meet again someday. You did well, my friend. Adusa would fight at your side anytime. You'll be the first person Adusa calls. Promise.
Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods-forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. And I intend to find out why. Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth. Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to give me an escort? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there. I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak my name with reverence for generations. Look at this! You think that's the skull of King Rancer? Maybe he was decapitated.
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. A traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, we're in a oblivion have you been? These damn sleep scrolls were useless against the brutes. The orcs breached the walls. We're down to just a few dozen men, including the King's Guard. I'm afraid it may be time to surrender. King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the King's beyond reason. The damn mage he had gave him some fool notion he wants us to try. Before he vanished, Rizal Jewel told the King about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of the towers. Kill the orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance, and you're the only soldier I'd trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, go up and tell the King. Maybe he'll realize it's time to surrender. Go as fast as you can, Lieutenant. Until we've tried this, the King won't even talk about surrender. We have to get him to come around before it's too late.
Laura's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done. Time to see.
Ah, scholarship. Are you ready for glory, Lieutenant? Our greatest hour is at hand. Those green-skinned beasts think they have us defeated. They'll soon realize how incredibly wrong they are. Have the contents of Rizal Jewel's packets been poured into the braziers? Not yet, but it will. We will charge the enemy's ranks and they will see what true determination means. I've sent orders for Captain Tyrone and the King's Guard to charge the breach in the north wall. Tell the General to prepare his troops as well. Are you daft, Lieutenant, or just a coward? Don't make me repeat myself. Tell General Datu to prepare the soldiers to charge against the orcs to the south. I will retrieve my sword from the North Tower and join you on the battlefield.
Well, now that the foolish experiment with the braziers has failed, has the King come to see reason? Then he has truly gone mad. There's no reason to waste further lives defending this lost cause. King will just have to be restrained. Have you seen Captain Tyrone? She and I should do this together. Damn it. And knowing her, she'll follow orders without question and get the King's Guard killed. You'll have to find Tyrone and convince her to stand down. If she refuses, look for that chest of sleep scrolls. Just use one to knock them all out. Yes, it's actually probably best I go alone. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give the King one last chance to listen to reason. But if he won't, then I'll just have to make him see things my way.
Any more? I need some tea.
And that's done. What's next?
Stop acting like a coward, Datu. I am your king, and I will lead you to victory today.
Your Majesty, you've clearly lost your mind. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. It is done. No further lives need to be thrown away today.
Traitor! But your feeble betrayal won't stop Rizal Jul's magic. We shall live forever, but not you. I curse you and will scatter your bones. Die, you treacherous dog! What happened to you? Looked like you were in a daze for a few moments. Stupendous. Did you see what happened to King Rancer? Was it the orcs who killed him, or are the rumors true? Was he betrayed and killed by his own soldiers? Ah, General Datu. Of course, I should have known. They say his bones were scattered around the ruins. I suppose this was Rancer's twisted idea of vengeance. Tell me, though, did you learn how we might remove the undead curse here? Then what? Will he rise up and kill the king again? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Take the skull and search the ruins for the rest of the general's bones. If you don't mind, I'll watch from the top of the tower.
Rancer! Madman! It's time to finish this.
I couldn't agree more. I'll shatter your bones this time, Datu.
The Mad King has fallen. Come, we need to talk.
A fascinating encounter.
Over the years, I've questioned many times whether what I did was right. I wanted to save my soldiers' lives, but I only helped King Rancer spread his curse. Now, whether right or wrong, I am redeemed. The curse is lifted and the dead can rest. Yes, they are at peace. Even King Rancer, I suppose. He was a wise and courageous king at one time, you know. I hope what happened here does not further damage his legacy. That is beyond my control, however. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Don't blame me, my dear. I don't pick the fake names. If I'm Sigil, that makes you Arrowhead. It also makes you very late. Colleen's here? Well, that makes sense. When one of your spies turns on you, it's best not to spread it around town. King Faharajad would want someone he trusts. Seeing as you're here and she's not, I take it Colleen... None save the old-fashioned kind. We'll talk to the city guards. If Colleen left Shornhelm, someone was bound to see her. You don't strut like her and not attract attention. If Naruk nicked her, we're in trouble. He's not a nice man. There's still a market for sensitive goods, and I'm doing well enough. Might even have enough for another ship soon if Telenilk keeps working his magic. This job was supposed to put me over the top. Guess that'll have to wait. Mikog's off with Lambour. The whole relic fuss never sat right with him. Herden and Deragor are still with me, along with Telenil. We left Colleen's crew shortly after the Dominion hit Daggerfall. I like my sailing without giant fireballs. Funny story. Irian sends me letters. She says Jakarn's taken a fancy to me. She says he even wrote me a poem. I told him flat out I wasn't interested, but that seemed to have the opposite effect. He's turned into a lovelorn fool, Irian says. The man is easy enough on the eyes, but I'm not looking for a fling right now. Jakarn may think he's in love, but I know his kind too well. We'll see if he's still interested when I have my own ship. Oh yes, Vimy sends letters. She's quite the gossip. Naramo's dig off Stonefall's dried up, but he found mention of ruins in the Alakir Desert, so he's headed there next. I've never understood what's so interesting about a bunch of missing dwarves. He's got a mess of sworn swords camped in the sewer beneath Shornhelm. Children of Yokuda. They're planning something nasty. I was going to sell my info to Arrowhead, but now that you're here, I seem to be working for free. Shame, really.
Wonderful day for a blood fiend attack. What can I do for you, citizen? I did see a woman like that. Hard to miss her. Strode up the road like she owned the place. She came back shortly with another Redguard, shifty-eyed sort, spoiling for a fight. I confronted them, but the woman assured me everything was fine. They headed for Shornhelm. Didn't watch them after that. My eyes stay on the roads nowadays. Never know when a blood fiend will want a snack.
Dark times are upon us, friend. My family struggles to survive while our beloved nobles bicker ceaselessly about the most meaningless things. I tell you, just the thought of it makes my stomach want to heave. Don't recall, but if you're looking for someone, you should go roust lazy Ludipi. He never misses a coin purse.
With all the recent trouble, these streets aren't safe at night. You should be careful and keep a hand on your gold pouch. I did see a couple now that I think of it. Don't see too many Redguards in Shornhelm. They went up...
I wonder if Baron Montclair was plotting for a long time.
Didn't do it. Whatever it was. Oh, I might have seen them, sure. But maybe I didn't. Memories... Oh, hi. That'll do it. They went inside the house behind me and didn't come back out. Seeing as the house is abandoned, you make of that what you will.
Let it sit with you. Novel erudition always makes me heady.
Help me walk out of here. And then we'll deal with Naruk. Naruk saw through me. I'm not cut out for spycraft. He had questions, and figured torture would loosen my tongue. He didn't tell me, but I saw barrels of poison and a sewer map. He's going to poison the water below Shornhelm. He wants to start a war, force King Faharajah to conquer the Bretons and Orcs.
In his twisted way, he's doing what he feels is right for Alikir. Let's kill him, shall we?
Captain! What happened?
Easy, Nicolene. I'm fine.
You're not fine! Who did this to you? I'll kill them!
Get me a healing potion, and we'll kill them together.
Fine. Drink this, now!
Oh, much better. Ah, that's better. The sewer's beyond the Fighters Guild. I saw it on his map. Follow me, there's no time to waste. Naruk can't be far. Go after him. We'll stop the poison. Lock the cistern gates. We'll keep them off the wind. Watch your back, Nicolene.
I am. I'm also watching yours.
Don't get cocky.
Well, don't get dead.
This isn't going to be remotely fun.
Murder these sons of dogs. Drinks are on me.
Fine goods for sale.
All the children of Yokuda are dead or gone.
I knew you'd be back. I also know Naruk is dead. Thank you. Yet again, you've stopped a threat to the city and the Covenant. Without Naruk, the children of Yokuda will crumble. No one can say King Faharaja did not deal them justice. The Daggerfall Covenant is safe, and so am I, thanks to you. Now, have a drink with us and celebrate our victory.
Unacceptable, Captain. Stupid horse. Does not even know how to do what he is told. I have a good mind just to feed the stupid thing to the dogs. You mean you would actually trade me that for this unworthy beast? If you're willing to do that, you're as dumb as the damn horse. What will you do with him? He's only good for hauling heavy loads, and he's not even much good for that. Ha! You're as crazy as that dog-loving boy Handre. This horse does not want to be free. He would not even know what to do. I will trade with you, but no taking it back. You will feel like a fool when the stupid thing just stands there. Fadil, what are you doing? Wait, no. Come back here, you stupid beast.
Datu, I've already spoken
He's
with
in
the
the stocks
constable,
for
and he
Mara's
agreed to
sake,
release
but I
Martin
can get
if
him
the young
released
man
if
will...
If you come to poke fun at the prisoner, you'd better think twice. I'll be out of these stocks soon. And then you'll have to watch your back. They may not have enough evidence to hold me, but that... They say I broke into Jerine's ironworks and robbed the place during the night. But they haven't got any proof. Besides, my friend is going to come forward and vouch for me. I was at his house drinking mead all night. And get myself killed? I can't do that. My father went back to the dirt 15 years ago, and my family needs me around. My mother would fall to pieces, and my sister doesn't make enough coin to support herself, let alone the both of them.
Huh! Can you believe that? I heard what Martin said. He's either completely delusional or incredibly naive. He's been a troublemaker all his life, and he's not getting out of those stocks anytime soon. We have enough. We found his boot prints in the mud outside the broken window. He was involved. I'm not sure he was alone, but he was there. In fact, that friend of his, that Olivier, I suspect he may have helped with the robbery. And that's the thing. Olivier said he didn't see Martin at all that night. Some friend, huh? If they weren't such amateurs, though, I don't think the constable would have made the deal with Captain Thayer. I saw you over there at the stocks talking to Martin. Does that fool still think I'm coming to his rescue? He's like a babe in the woods. I told him not to wear those fancy boots. It's not my fault he wouldn't listen. Yeah, so what? I wasn't dumb enough to leave any proof for that constable to find, so I'm in the clear. And don't expect me to risk my neck sticking it out to vouch for Martin. As far as I'm concerned, he's better off in the stocks. Oh, you mean honor among thieves and all that nonsense? I don't believe in such platitudes.
They are going to release me, aren't they? Has Olivier really not come forward? He will. Why? Olivier's not going to vouch for me, is he? That backstabbing arsehole. I can't enlist, though. I just can't. I'm just not cut out to be a soldier. And my mother and my sister need me here. That farthing Olivier. I can't believe he's hanging me out to dry. I don't want to rot away in some prison cell. I can tell you now, I am not cut out to be a soldier. Dishonor runs in my family. But you're right. I don't have a choice. I'll enlist.
You've certainly done your due diligence. I really appreciate the efforts, but I had a feeling it wouldn't work. Some people just have no sense of duty, and I get... You did. Excellent. I don't know what you said to him, but I don't care. It's my duty to get new recruits, and you helped me fulfill it. Thank you. I'll have the deputy release him, and we'll get him whipped into shape in no time. You really have the knack for this. While I'm getting Martin released, I wonder, would you be at all open to taking a crack at another one of my stubborn prospects? Her name's Suga. She's got a mouth on her, but she'd make a good soldier. She wouldn't admit it, but I think she's some kind of bandit, and that's why she doesn't think much of the Shornhelm Guard. She called me some rather rude names. In fact, I lost my temper, but you have more patience. If it was up to me, no. But our numbers are low and we can't be picky. Besides, I'd rather risk the life of a bandit in battle than some poor girl who's never even swung a sword. If you're willing to speak to Suga, she's over by the ironworks.
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life. Even the Shornhelm guards got better steel than this. Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old sow, Thayer, I'd eat dung before joining the guard. Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Rivenspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shornhelm Guard for breakfast. You look tougher than your average guard, but my boyfriend would wipe the dirt with you. Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun though. beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take your gear and leave your corpse in the road. Just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Goveled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight. I'll be here if you decide you're too much of a coward.
I need aid!
How vile! Is that a piece of Goveled's brain on your boot? What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed. Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever. I suppose so. Goveled's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins. I'll give the guard a try. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll come around soon.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like that. I'd probably have been forced to beat her down every other day just to keep her in line. Maybe it's... You did? Huh. Being Argonian's aunt, I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been a recruiter. You can't seem to fail. While we're waiting for Shugo to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's... awkward. Julien Riziol, that's his name. He seems like a sharp young man, and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect. I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If anyone can convince him, though, it's you.
I've been watching you, going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. I can't leave town. Not now. Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, she'd probably have married someone else. I couldn't live with that. That would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to happen, though. It's going to take something special to win her heart. And I haven't a clue as to what that is. Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now. I think maybe she just enjoys playing with my emotions. If you can help me win her heart, though, I'll enlist. I'll do anything you want, in fact.
Before you resolve the economic value of this item, might I have a chance to examine it?
Don't get me wrong.
You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any new suitors. I have my hands full already with that pathetic young man you probably saw. It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know that I love him. I'm not even sure he loves me. I keep trying to tell him. It's just some childish infatuation. I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butterflies in my stomach and to be unsure whether to laugh or cry. Julian just makes me bored. Someone in town has to be more romantic.
An undead werewolf took over Camelot.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. I think I need to make a grand gesture to prove my love. Something romantic, something unique. I know. A bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace. What do you think? You wouldn't mind? I'm thinking Dunlane daisies. They're very rare, but they smell wonderful. They grow near the old tower outside town. Just watch out for the trolls. I don't think I'll ever be done.
This is where the summoning
Intellectual. The wind whispers to me tales of distant places, of verdant glades dappled with sunlight. Where is this beauty, this wonder? Why can't I go there? The creature speaks. My loneliness falls away like the autumn leaf. The wintry shiver of apprehension sets in. Do I dare ask the many questions I have? Do I dare hear the answers? How? When? Why? Why am I cursed with... I'm a tree, but I think... I feel. How? Other trees have no such faculties, do they? I even have memories. Movement, walking, a cave, but then nothing.
To witness my sorrow.